What's up, guys? Hope you guys enjoyed your weekend. Back again today, and we did end up taking a loss on the account. Kind of unfortunate, but not upset with any of the trades I took. As you can see, hit the daily loss limit, $500. So I got blocked after that. No big deal. I'm actually taking it pretty well today. I should have came out with the win, but if you guys have been watching my other videos, I said I really want to make sure I hold my winning trades longer and have a clear take profit, and that kind of bit me in the ass today because this December price action is no joke. There's lots of manipulation and fake outs. I thought people were kind of just talking shit, but it was good today. There's lots of good setups, but they didn't exactly run to the targets that they would have last month, I would say. So, it is what it is. $500 loss on the day. We're only down. Here we go. We're only down $122 on the account because we had that really good last week. We were up at $1,100. The win rate's looking really good. It's 72%, but this is what's getting me right here. Is my average win to loss is just terrible. Like, my losses, I've taken 3 losing days, all $500 each, and my wins are just not outweighing my losses right now. So that's why I don't have much profit with such a high win rate, right? But I can learn from this, and I feel like I'm at the point where I can just stay consistent and keep improving my process. So I'm not too upset about today. As you can see, it says 6 trades, but I really only took 3. 3 of them are kind of just little scalps. But, let's see, December 1st. So these are the trades I took. This first one, minus 412. You can kind of ignore these 3. They were just quick scalps. And this one, you can kind of just count these 4 together, actually. So call that a $250 win. And then I took this last $327 loss to finish off the day. So let's get right into the charts here. Actually, I'll show you guys this. We did have news today, 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So I think 30 minutes after market open, so 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And that didn't really do much, but I didn't have my eye on that. So as you guys can see, daily chart, we were trading in this daily fair value gap here. So that's going to be something to watch throughout the week, whether we break that or not. But on the 1 hour, we also had this big bearish fair value gap here we are trading in. Right? So those were the 2 high time frame things I was watching. And let's just go down to the 15-minute here. So this was the hourly gap I was talking about. And as you can see, we had London lows here. This was an hourly low. And another hourly low here that we made after market open. I'll show you guys why that's there later. And then you can see we had relative equal session highs here. London high, Asia high right here. So that was my target for the day. That was a super strong draw on liquidity. Plus we had this fair value gap up here that needed to be filled. So right in the morning I was looking for that. So I'll show you guys the first few trades I took based off that. And as I showed you guys, this was London low, and we already swept out Asia low. So London was taken out, and the highs weren't, and Asia highs weren't, so I knew we wanted to come up and manipulate those, right? So market opens right on this candle here, and we wicked down, took out this pre-market low here, came up, inversed all this here, broke above this, and we came down here, filled this 1 minute gap. I entered off here. Like I said, London, Asia had both been swept out the lows. So I was basically just waiting for a entry confluence right off the rip on market open here. I knew we were going to come up and take out these highs right away, right? But I wouldn't call this a bad entry. It did look like we were going to displace up, and it did go a little bit in profit, but like I said, price action was just kind of wonky today, and we just randomly dumped down to this low here. As soon as we took this out, like, we pushed right back up, but yeah, I got stopped out right here. This is going to be a 1 to 2, but we ended up losing $412 on this. So that's why I took a few scalps on the way up here to kind of, I have a $500 loss limit set, if you guys didn't know that. So I wanted to have a little bit more room to breathe in my next trade, because, $88 ain't going to really do much. So, yeah, I took a few scalps up, and between here and my take profit here, I took 4 trades, but my stop loss was below this candle here, below the wick of this candle. And, yeah, this one was just, I knew this was going to get taken out. This was a super strong draw on liquidity. Like, basically equal session highs with the fair value gap here. Like, that's why it pisses me off this one didn't hit, because it would have been a lot better. I could have literally just walked away. It would have been up about $500 from that trade, and I could have just been done for the day. But yeah, I got faked out pretty hard there. This one, no drawdown. Like I said, this was just a continuation of this trade. I knew this was going to get taken out. Anyone who's been trading for a while would know this was going to get taken out. So not much to explain on that one. But yeah, that was about a $250 win between the 4 trades. And at this point, I'm sitting about $170 in drawdown on the day. So this was my 3rd trade. So I can get rid of these here. You guys can see a bit better. You can see we're trading in this 1 hour gap. Come on. There we go. Yeah, as you can see, we're trading up into this 1 minute gap. We've taken out the highs, and news is right here on this candle. As you can see, doesn't really do anything crazy. And at that point, I'm looking for shorts, right? Because we took out the highs, we've filled in this gap a little bit. Nothing crazy, but we have filled it in, or tapped into it, as you can say. And this is where I notice, if you look at 656, we did have a low time frame SMT here. I saw an ES. This was the candle at 656, right? And then look at the candle at 713 here. So NQ makes a higher high, ES makes a lower high. So I know NASDAQ's a lagging index. So I ended up entering right here. Had a bit of drawdown, nothing crazy. And I'm watching ES this whole time, right? ES comes down, inverts all these gaps, fills this in, right? So I'm like, oh, NASDAQ's gonna push down, and I thought when I was watching, price was even gonna come down and take out these hourly highs here, right? But I had my take profit right at the bottom of this 1 minute fair value gap, right here, because I didn't need to be greedy. That was about a $600, $700 win, and price comes down and fills all this on ES, comes all the way down, but then ES becomes a lagging index and NASDAQ pumps. Like, I guess reacting off this low, or we had a higher time frame fair value gap in there, I think. Yeah, like filling this gap, right? I guess respected that 15-minute, but I was just going off the basis that ES pushed that low, so we would at least wick down and take it out, and we didn't. And I kind of screwed myself on this one, right? I was up about $520 at one point, right when it came down here. Didn't close a trade. And I was still super confident that we were going to push back down here because we have been very bearish lately. And I didn't really think we'd make this big of a move up. And we did. And I ended up leaving my stop loss, which I shouldn't have done. Should have gone break even here and just took the kick to the balls after being up that much in profit and not ended up with a loss. But I'm not mad about this trade. It was actually a perfect execution and it met my setup perfectly. It's just I didn't close it in time and I was basing my take profit off ES, and I should have just realistically targeted this low. Still would have been almost a 1 to 1.5 with a pretty big stop loss, right? And I would have been up about $150 on the day, which would have been nice. But yeah, that was that. That one kind of sucked, but you know, the thing is, these losing days, I'm starting to get used to them a little bit, and I'm starting to learn from them and realize what I'm doing wrong. My strategy works, and I'm getting more patient now. It's just need better take profits, and I guess I do need a little bit more patience, but basically just my take profits and stop losses aren't getting set properly, and I'm either just getting wicked out when I shouldn't. Like, even that first trade, for example, like, on this move up, like, let's just say I had my stop loss under this low, like, I would have never had this problem, but it's just things like that I gotta learn, or I need to just relax a little bit, and if I miss a trade, I miss a trade. But I'm pretty happy with my performance right now, and there's lots of news this week, and I'm 100% confident I can get this back. So it's not the end of the world. It does hurt, but it's the part of trading, right? You gotta kind of just take your losses on the chin and hold yourself accountable and fix what the issue is, right? And that's why I like to do these YouTube videos. Like I said before, not many people are even watching, but it's almost like a journal for me, and I'm explaining to myself what I did wrong, and anyone watching, I hope you guys learn from my shitty mistakes, and you can see what I did do right, and apply it properly, right? And that's all I'm trying to do. So, that being said, my little speech there, I think that's going to end the video for today. I believe tomorrow there's no red folder, but we do have FOMC members talking at 7 a.m. So price action should be pretty good tomorrow. Shouldn't be anything crazy, but we'll see where the daily candle closes today. I guess it already closed for today. I mean, we'll see where the daily candle closes tomorrow. We'll see if we can invert this gap here, because if we can break above this gap, we can close above that. This is the next target here, and then eventually these highs. So this week might end up being very bullish. We might get a very big bullish push, but we'll see as the week goes on. Like I mentioned before, lots of news this week, so this has been a bit of a long one, guys, but I'll wrap it up here. that's going to be it for today, and I'm sure I'll be trading tomorrow, so I'll catch you guys then, and have a good rest of your guys' night, and I'll see you tomorrow.